Hello everybody and welcome to the Irregular Magic High School Visitor Arc Episode 12 Anime Review. I'm in the weird thing where I'm like, yeah, this was technically, it was a fine, but I still don't get why this is Visitor Arc, you know? This feels like a completely different arc, and why is it part of Visitor Arc? I don't understand. It's not bad or anything, it's alright. This episode we focused primarily not on Team Tatsuya. They were there. Tatsuya was looking out the window a lot, like, oh yeah, look what's going on over there. You know, the main stuff was over where Tatsuya was looking at with Ayako and the other one, whose name I've forgotten. Oh my god, I wrote it down. I'm going to very discreetly look at my notes to check her name. Fumiya, his name. Turns out it was a boy that was, like, disguised as a girl. I think that's what they said. If that's wrong, I apologize, but I think that's what they said. But, for right now, let's jump into the episode and see how everything went down. And do this thing. So what Ayako and Fumiya, what their job is, I guess, is they've got to find the HQ of the terrorist group that are attacking the party. What are they called? I forgot. Brand new terrorist, whatever it was. They are the new Front Legion. I forget their name. I wrote it down at some point, but I can't see it right now. They don't actually have to prevent the attack, though. All they've got to do is, you know, capture some people and interrogate them and find the information out. Party started at the place. Tatsuya's there, Miyuki's there, Honoka was there, and Shizuku was also there. They were all at the party having a good old time. Tatsuya also then spends a while, he spends a while explaining how the tower works and everything. The important thing I feel like there is that, hey, there's magicians there. In case the power goes off, the magicians can do backup power, basically. I think that's how he sort of explained it. But that's obviously a key bit of information for why the terrorists want to attack. They want to free the magicians, even the magicians, I'm pretty sure, are there voluntarily, but whatever. Or they're getting paid for it, you know. But then Tatsuya, and I think Miyuki as well, they spot the old man Hayama, I think that's his name, and they're like, girls, I'm going to go need to talk to that old man over there. I shall see you in a second. The Sheba siblings go to speak to the old man Hayama and everything. They ask, hey, are you here for the aunt and everything? He gives pretty vague answers, says Miyuki should get some rest, you know? He's one of those people, they're in Twitch chats like, hey, go to sleep, you've been streaming for like 7 hours. You know the people I'm talking about. And then Minami comes over. Minami, of course, was that girl last week that got, you know, picked by Amaya to go with old man Hayato. She's there, and Miyuki is shook for some reason. She's like, oh my god, who are you? You know, she has this terrified look on her face. I'm like, Miyuki, why are you so scared? It's just Minami. Miyuki says, after a bit more of chit-chat, she says, hey, yeah, I'll rely on you if I need anything, Minami. And, you know, she was kind of pleasant to Miyuki. I don't know why Miyuki was so annoyed. The only thing I could think of was she's been sent as sort of a replacement for Tatsuya. Basically, if she's there, then Tatsuya won't be needed and he'll be pulled from the school, and then they won't be together anymore. Maybe that's what it is. I have legitimately no idea, though. They should have explained why the hell Miyuki was so shook more, you know. That's just me, though. It's just what I think. Back to the meat of this episode. Fumiya found some suspicious workers. Ayako teleport. Is it Ayako or Ayaka? I can't remember. I think I'm just going to call it Ayako. Ayako teleports over and bothers Fumiya with some hugs. Which is fair enough. I'm still confused as to why Fumiya, if that is what happened, disguised as a girl, because why? You know, why is that necessary? I don't understand. What are we going to do about these suspicious workers? Do we catch them before they do it, or afterwards? Because afterwards, they're probably going to let their guard down. Fumiya says, yes, I agree with you that it would be easier afterwards, but justice says we must do it before. And then Ayako's like, yeah, I do agree with you, but you know. So they're gonna deal with these goons before anything else. Ayako teleports Fumiya inside the building, and it's very, very good. It's a boy, disguised as a girl. Gotta remember, he incapacitates both dudes pretty damn quickly. They talk about how they're a pair, basically. Ayako is the support, Fumiya is the attacker, basically. Then out of nowhere, the building crumbles. Ayako, quickly before that happens, gets Fumiya out of there. And then they deal with two more dudes off screen, like they teleport Fumiya over there, and then when Ayako gets there, they're already knocked out. Good way to save budget right there. They captured two dudes, so I guess that's mission accomplished, I'm going to go for. I'm going to assume that means they did a good job. Tatsuya, of course, with his eagle vision, noticed exactly what was going on looking out the window and is like, oh, that's kind of cool, I wonder what's going on there. He tells his friends, it's fine, there's nothing. I saw a bird or something, who knows. Ayako and them teleport the prisoners and themselves onto the boat, so they get away and everything. This is where I think they reveal that Fumiya is actually a boy cross-dressing for some reason. Honoka is getting asked about her crush, who is Tatsuya, by Shizuku's parents, and it's like, you ever had that, right, where you have a thing for someone, and your parents says like, oh, who's that person you have a thing for, and then they're like right there. That's happened to me. That happened to me at like parents' evening at school, and my God, I've never been more embarrassed in my life, quite frankly, never in my life. Miyuki asks Tatsuya, hey, so what was that really about earlier when you were looking out the window? And he fills her in, like, hey, Ayako and that are out there doing something. It looks like whatever incident was going to happen is been prevented for right now, though, so that is good. However, it's all not good because there's more magicians, evil magicians. They're switching to Plan B because the power wasn't cut. They use this gas to incapacitate a whole floor and, gain control of the floor and take the power out that way. And, Tatsuya realizes, like, God damn it. It's probably that what they call new breed front. It's in my notes there. They probably did this, and as he says it, they appear on the screen and say, hey, magicians here are being used as slaves, and, they'll be abandoned if, the tower collapses or whatever, and everything. And Tatsuya is like, actually, there's an exit right there, and, they all get... Tatsuya is basically refuting them every time they say something. Obviously, they can't hear him, but, to Miyuki and that, he's like, actually, that's wrong. That's not at all what's going on here. So the magicians, the terrorists have got... they think they're doing the right thing, but really they're absolutely not. All it's going to do is make people hate magicians more. Are they stupid or something? Of course, they think magicians are better than people. It's not about equal rights, it's about we want better rights, I think, is what their thing is. In an hour, they say, in an hour we're going to blow the place up, so escape and don't interfere, because we don't want to actually kill many people. We just want to send a message. So, at least they don't want to kill people, but Tatsuya's like, I guess it was too much to hope that nothing would happen. So obviously Tatsuya and that are going to go deal with them. Shouldn't be shouldn't be too difficult for them. But yeah, it's weird. That was where we ended the episode. As I said, on its own, I don't think it's bad, but like it's just weird because it's not Visitor Arc, but it's called Visitor Arc, but it feels so separate from the rest of it. I don't see why this isn't like its own separate arc. Is this just me that thinks this? Maybe it is. Who knows? But next episode is the final episode. Tatsuya and friends, probably just Tatsuya. Miyuki might help, but they're going to deal with... Minami will probably help as well, Minami. They're probably going to deal with Tatsuya, with the terrorist fairly easily, I'm going to assume. But maybe it's going to have this incident will have lasting impacts on the future. That's exciting, maybe that'll happen. But who knows? For right now, though, what was my favourite part of this week's episode? It was honestly quite hard because it was a pretty mid-episode in my opinion, but what was my favourite part? Let's have a look. So as I said, it was pretty difficult. I like Ayako, that's what it is. My whole part of this episode was Ayako. I thought she was kind of funny and cool at the same time. It was pretty also kind of weird at the beginning. She just got out of the shower, but she still had all the lipstick on. I'm like, don't you wash that stuff off? Maybe, is that just me? I say, is that just me? No, not in that context, but like, am I the only one that thinks that? Who knows though? Maybe it's natural. Who knows? But yeah, no, Ayako was funny this week. Presumably they've already gone, so they're not going to get involved with the rest of the incident. Next week's episode. But who knows? Who knows? For right now, though, I'm going to wrap this up. Do you think, first of all, they're going to announce more after this season's done? Do you think they'll be like, hey, season 3 coming soon, or will it be like, like the gap between season 2 and season 1 and 2, where it's like, hey, we'll see you in like 5 years. Who knows? I certainly don't, as I said. For right now, though, my voice is starting to go, so that's not good. I will see you next week for the season finale of this. Like, comment, and all that. Tell me what you thought. It's great stuff. I will see you next week for another episode of this. So take care, and bye, guys.